you, sir, for your work at Rasashala Rasashala and willingness to share your knowledge and expertise with us. I am confident that everyone here will gain knowledge from your presentation. I welcome entire respected teaching faculty from all over the country who have joined here in this webinar. I welcome entire Viswanadha Parsad members, especially Dr. Anil Shukla sir, for joining us. I welcome you, sir, and I welcome all stakeholders of Ayurveda who have joined us in this webinar. I welcome entire respected teaching faculty from all over the country who have joined in this webinar. Finally, my hearty welcome to all our participants, learners, teachers, PG scholars, PhD scholars, and students. Thank you all and welcome you again. Over to Dr. Jay.
Thank you, sir. Now I request Professor Dr. Namrata Joshi ma'am, HOD, Department of Rasashala, Banaras Hindu University, Varanasi, for introduction of guest speaker. Over to you, madam.
Thank you, Doctor. Good afternoon, one and all. Today, we are having one of the eminent Rasashala personality, Vaidya Ramakrishna Viswanadha. And the sir has done his graduation from BRKR Ayurvedic Medical College, Hyderabad, Vijayawada, and MD from Sri Ayurveda College, Nagpur. Sir has basically the expertise in the pharmaceutical science. And when I was going through his biodata, what I found that he has worked many of the pharmaceutical companies like Annapurna Bio Vet Private Limited, Nisarga Bioscience, Celestial Bio Lab Limited, Universal Media Medicament Nagpur, as well as Sir has a collaboration with the GlaxoSmithKline Healthcare, as well as the Dr. Reddy Lab. He has nearly 21 years of expertise and nearly 10 years of academic acumen. So he has also been visiting faculty in two Ayurvedic colleges, one in Tamil Nadu and other in Karnataka. And basically, sir belongs to the pharmaceutical science and he is running his own Rasashala in the name of Rasedenra Rasashala from the year 2010. And sir has the expertise in preparation of Bhasma, Upipakwa, as well as the Kharliya science. With this word, I hand over the task to Dr. Shyani to invite our chief guest today, the speaker of the today, Dr. Vaidya Ramakrishna Viswanadha.
Thank you, madam. Now I request our chief guest speaker, Vaidya Ramakrishna Viswanadha, sir, for today's session. I hand over to you, sir.
Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you, Namrata ji. Thank you, Ramesh Gupta ji and Dr. Bhavin, for giving an opportunity to present my experiences in manufacturing of Rasuoushudhi. So, Rasa Shastra was.
practical करता है क्या सर?
हाँ सर, हाँ मैडम. हाँ, एक मिनट, मैं प्रेजेंटेशन शुरू ही कर रहा हूँ. 1 minute. So now you can see my screen, I hope. Yeah. So from the day one, my interest, madam, how far, if I speak in Hindi or English, you let me know, so I can continue in both languages. So Rasuoushudhi is a big challenge for manufacturing, and so I have seen during my experiences, because of lack of equipment and lack of expertise, though doctors want to prepare, they are not unable to prepare these medicines. So after seeing all these difficulties of Vaidyas, I started developing these instruments. It started with my thesis drug, Samagarbha Potali. So the aim of this presentation is to develop standard operating procedures for manufacturing of Rasuoushudhis and their analysis. Because in today's era, the most important part is the analytical part. Though you prepare a medicine and what is the medicine, what is the final product, we need to know so that we can share to the entire world. So another aim is which ensures safety to humans and environment. Environment safety is more utmost important than human safety nowadays. That is the reason, because environment, if it is polluted, it is again polluting humans only. So we have to see whether these rasakalpas, when during processing, emit many poisonous gases. So all these things has to be controlled. So, and they should be effective therapeutically and cost-wise, because cost-wise manufacturing is very important. आप सोना बनाएंगे पर इतना कीमत होगा कि कोई खरीद नहीं सकता. That is also not of any use. So medicine making is an integral part of Ayurveda practice, and that is the reason it's a part of curriculum, unlike modern system of medicine. The quality of the medicine with its safety and effectiveness can only be ensured if prepared scrupulously as per the reference text. Keeping in the view the difficulties of modern day Vaidyas, we have developed these yantras using modern technology and the ancient ideas. Necessity is the mother of invention. So, first is what is the problem statement. So there is a great lacuna, especially for manufacturing of Kupi Pakwas, for their quantities, duration of preparation, and complete lack of information in textbooks and formularies about the input and outcome of the preparation. The traditional method preparation is complicated to put to objective control and is very polluting. In contrast, equipment replicating the heat variations as operated in the conventional method is non-polluting and can be operated indoors by utilizing electricity with proper control by electronic sensors and programming. So these are handy to standardize the process. These will enable the production of Kupi Pakwa with all the Shastra parameters applicable and will ensure uniform standards for all manufacturing units. Keeping in the view of the above, we have done all these things, and there is a lack of standards for Rasa preparations, especially Kupi Pakwa and Bhasma, to compare and certify the quality. So keeping all these in these views, so we are trying to standardize them, and we have at most done many Kupi Pakwas, and we have repeatedly got the same result. So now coming to what is a machine. So as per Ayurveda, yantrate, niyamyate, vadyate, rakshate, parada, anek upayena tad yantram. A plan or a scheme to protect and control parada and it alive during processing is called as yantra. आजकल पारद को पकड़ना इतना मुश्किल है क्योंकि अभी mercury rate पारद का भाव ही 16,000 रुपए हो गया. It's very costly. So once the mercury preparation raw material input material is costly, so we have to be very careful in processing, and we should ensure that there is no loss. So, or an apparatus consisting of interrelated parts with separate functions used in performing some kind of work is called as a machine. So, हम भी यही किए हैं. We have not specially invented anything. We have only just organized the things which have different functions to get a similar one function. So this is what of yantra or machine. And these are the different yantras we have developed. Now you can see, this is the first yantra I have prepared. This is totally where you can, this is a very compact as it is kind of a stabilizer in a over the fridge. Okay. And the second one is Gandhaka Shuddhi yantra. This Gandhaka Shuddhi yantra is also very good as a very coffee filter. अब डालो इसमें अपने आप शुद्ध होता है, और जो भी नीचे आपको रखना है रखिए द्रव्य, इसको शुद्ध करना है, and you can make it. Third one is Parpati Kalpana. This is a Parpati yantra, and this is a control box where we control all these things, and later I will be explaining you each and every this thing.
Excuse me, sir. Sorry for interruption.
Kupi Pakwa
I
yantra.
think the slide
Visible.
is not moving. it is stagnant.
Yeah. So these are the different yantras generally we use in Rasuoushudhi preparation. So Potali Kalpana, Parpati, Kupi Pakwa. These are the major yantras, and the output which come in these things we use in Karliya Rasayana. Okay, and these are the allied machines which we have made because one of the biggest challenges is Ballataka cutting. So when we do Ballataka machine, this is a machine which cuts the Ballataka seed, and further we can, and it is also just, you just put the
Hello.
seed.
Hello. Hello. Ramakrishna sir.
Sir, boliye.
Sir, your screen is not visible.
Sir, the screen is stuck. Screen is stuck
It
on
is
the
visible, but slides are not moving, sir.
Now what are you seeing the slides?
First slide.
Just a minute. First slide.
Yeah.
First slide. First slide.
Only introduction part slide will be there.
Please click on the slideshow.
Okay, you are
Yeah,
not
yeah,
able to
now
see the videos.
Yeah, Ballata cutting mission. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Now
okay, yeah.
moving.
Okay, okay, right.
Okay. So, now it's fine.
Okay, no? Wait 1 minute.
Yeah.
Maybe due to rain, network problem. I'll open that. So this is Ballata cutting mission. This is inspired by from a sugarcane machine only. So just we have changed some gear parts in that, so that we are getting the output nicely. So now you no need to touch this Ballataka seed. Just transfer it to Istika Churna or any other media where you want to make it process. So only the thing is, this is an idea. We have to use the machines which are existing in the market for our own. Otherwise, a lot of money has to be invested in fabricating these machines. So we are just changed the features in some machines so that it can be usable in for Ayurvedic practice. And this is Patala Yantra, Ballataka, Taila Nishkashana. And it is very cozy and non-polluting.
Slides are not moving.
Just wait, because of there will be time lag. Can you see now?
No.
You will have to click on slideshow, sir.
No, it is on slideshow only.
It's not showing in slides.
So now can you see now?
Oh, no.
Yes, sir.
No. Yes.
If I am increasing the screen, full screen, then it is not showing it, it seems. Now it is, you can see this screen now, Parpati, Patala Yantra, right?
Yes, yes, yes.
Yes. Yes.
Now you can see now. Might
Sir,
be.
please show. Sir, please show previous slides.
Yeah.
This one. Can you see now?
Yes, sir.
Yes, video we are able. Yeah.
So this is Ballataka cutting machine. Seeds, they will be just made into 3 pieces. From that, oil can be absorbed by this Istika Churna. And this you can transfer to this one. And this is your Patala Yantra, where you can extract the oil of Ballataka. You see, you can see the dribbling of bottle. This is also a simple heating technique. Just we applied 250 degrees centigrade with an controlled this thing, and there will be no fear of catching fire or charring, nothing will be there, and you'll get Ballataka Taila in the bottom. Yeah. So next is slide. This is for, also made some end runners and edge runners instead of traditional kalvas. We make these 50s, which are very comparatively very hard. This may be moti or even traval. We make all 50s in this machine. These are all end runners with heavy rollers. And you can see the microfining of the material. It will be super fined, at least of 100 mesh. The powder will be of 100 mesh and just like a paint, so fine. And you just leave it. Actually, we run these machines for 10 to 12 hours in a day. And with whatever RPM also, you can adjust the RPM as per your requirement. The maximum RPM is only 10 RPM. And these are very slow moving, so that the impact weight on the material should be, the impact time will be more, and the mixing or microfining will also be better. So this is end runner. This we have developed. These are all made with our with all our experiences and changing it in different modes, and finally we have ended up with this machine. And now coming to film making machine. And this is also film making machine. This is also a very important machine for Ayurvedic doctors who want to make their own medicine in small quantities, because many formulations in Ayurveda contain oil, ghee, Saindava Lavana, or salts and charas, which are very hygroscopic and not possible making in a tablet machine. So for this, we have developed this film making machine. So here there is no rocket technology, only the particle size and the consistency you make that decides the fineness of the film. And even film making is depending on the fineness of the powder. Only the you have to remember, whenever you make a pill, the powder size should be of 80 mesh. 80 mesh or even 100 mesh will be very good. And you can see when the pill is very fine, you can see it becomes a ball. And second thing, it should become a duff like जैसा आटा का पिट्टी जो आटा जब गूंथते हैं चपाती का, ऐसा वैसे ये बनना चाहिए. And this mass, when you put into extruder, you will get a batti. You'll get a stick like this with a proper moisture content and vertical consistency also. Uniform consistency should be there. Otherwise, the pills will not cut properly. Allow them to dry in air to attain the moisture content. Then load it on the pill rolling machine. And these pills, once they are cut, dry it, allow it for some time, and put in a coating pan if possible. Otherwise, these are also good to see. Only if you put in a coating pan, then it will have a uniform texture, and with no coating material is required. Only just dry it, just roll it for proper a polishing kind of thing. That's all. And these pills are ready. And generally you dry it at 60 degrees centigrade until they are dried. And you see these are the pills. These are final dried pills. So you will get even uniform weight up to 220 to 250 mg. The variation will be 100 mg will be there maximum, or 50 mg, that's all. But you will get the same good consistency of the pills will also be good. But only remember, the particle size should be very fine. Otherwise, you have to grind it well in kalwa or any wet grinder so that the consistency or the hardness of the mass should also be good. And these are the general. This is the first we used to use all these machines. You can see this is a method where we make this tamra and parada pisti for in Astasanskar parad. When we make Astasanskar parad, we use this technique. So coming to now, how parada should be, we generally the parada shodhana we do from whatever we get from market, we first subject it to Tirek Patan. Any mercury which comes in bulk, 35 kg, 34.5, we put it into this Tirek Patan yantra. And this is the Tirek Patan yantra we designed. This is also a totally stainless steel chamber, full of, it is made up of 6 mm thick SS sheet. And we have a heater under that. And over that, we'll cover with our another lid containing that condenser. Condenser will be split to water tap, where we can control the connection, and we set the temperature to boiling point of or evaporation point of mercury, where mercury boils and it becomes vapor. We properly do sandhibandhana and we allow it to dry, and we start set the temperature to the boiling point and heat it. We said that it is 150 degrees centigrade. The moment it will get 363, the mercury vapors will be coming up, down, and they'll be condensing, and the mercury will be collected. So generally, we do a practice so that if any naga vanga doshas are there, or any particles which does not exceed 356 degrees centigrade, they will be in the bottom only, and will get only the pure mercury. And while processing in Astasanskara Parada, we use same thing. And you see, this is the we are loaded the tamra, Shuddha tamra churna. And to it, now we add Shodhita Parada. And generally, it will take 3 to 4 days to make a proper tamra pisti, and that too if a man continuously grinds that. But using this machine, we can do only in 24 hours. Add mercury to it, and we continuously do trituration or mardana for 24 hours without stopping the machine. And after 24 hours, or maximum 2 or 3 hours more, 28 hours, you will get the tamra pisti, tamra and parada pisti, and it will be very soft like makhan. It will be like butter only. जैसे मक्खन रहता वैसा ये पूरा सिर्फ मक्खन हल्का रहता है, ये वजनदार रहता. So it will be so soft, and you see it is transformation. All it mixes and becomes an amalgam. And you remember, steel does not react with mercury, or even iron does not react with mercury. That is the reason we are using stainless steel 316 containers. You can see that this pisti is very, very soft, and even you can find your fingerprints over that. And this is the tamra pisti ready for further. So we make laddus like this and let dry for some time. Then we load into this Tirek Patan yantra. This is a bigger scale Tirek Patan yantra, where we have sealed the bottle. This is the condenser, and this is the machine. So we circulate the cold water by setting the temperature to 363 degrees centigrade. So once mercury becomes vapor, it will come out, and copper will be in the bottom. And 99.9% 9% mercury will come out from the tamra, and you will find tamra raja powder churna in the chamber. And this tamra raja, if you use, if you add gandhaka to it and give 1 puta or maximum 2 puta, then this will become varitara tamra bhasma. And the resultant mercury again will subject it to Lachuna Kalka, Bhavana, then we'll mix it and we'll go for further process. So this is Parada Shodhana. Now coming to Gandhaka Shodhana. Gandhaka Shodhana is also, we have designed some a simple machine. This is the picture where generally you see in Rasa Tarangini, the first method, where you are on a, you take a pot, एक मटका लेना चाहिए, उसमें दूध और घी डालना चाहिए, उसके ऊपर कपड़ा बांधो, गंधक का चूर्ण या ग्राइंड जो टुकड़े रहते हैं उसको डालो, उसके ऊपर एक चराव ढाको, फिर इसको संधिबंधन करो, फिर उसके ऊपर कोयला डालो. ये सब करने के बाद you whatever things you will get in the bottom, that is considered as Shuddha Gandhaka. So we have similar to this, we have designed a machine. Here a heater will be there, and here we put all the Gandhaka granules, and these Gandhaka granules, once they attain the temperature more than 115 degrees centigrade and below 222 degrees centigrade, they start dribbling as a droplets. मोती जैसा नीचे गिरेंगे, जैसे ये इसमें देखिए अभी ये वीडियो. And this is the whatever machine I was told in one. ये गंधक शुद्धि मशीन है, and इसके नीचे त्रिफला काढ़ा, भृंगराजा रस दोनों डाले हमने. And whatever आपको दूध डालना है तो दूध भी डाल सकते हैं, ये जो भी द्रव्य, क्योंकि there are many methods of doing गंधक शोधना. You can use oils also, we can use honey, you can use jaggery water. There are n number, ताड़ी भी डालते कुछ लोग. There are many methods to purify Gandhaka. As for the requirement, you can do that. And you can see in this, you can see this, the granules, small granules of Gandhaka, very small. The more the surface of interaction, the more the purification. This is the concept. So, इसके लिए ये Gandhaka machine. And it is very easy, cost effective, and जितना गंधक डालेंगे उतना पूरा बाहर आएगा. There is no loss, no what you call sulfur catching fire, all these things. This is the commercial model for bigger pharmacies where you use 15 to 20 kg at a time. We'll put into the machine and you'll leave it, and all the droplets of sulfur will come and accumulate in the vessel down with milk or whatever kashayam you use. You'll get that. And after that, you just wash it with warm or lukewarm water or even hot water, so that the fatty layer of the milk will go. देखिए अभी इधर इतना बड़ा गंज में, और देखिए सुखा देंगे, सूखने के बाद अच्छा, then you can use for further processing. So this is the next thing. And coming to Potali Kalpana. So Potali Kalpana, what is Potali? So the idea behind the concept of Potali. So Vistiryeto Vistaritasya Vastuno Alpibhanam Potam Lati Grahanati iti Potali. A word Potali means to minimize, to concise, and to make compact. So idea is to collect the scattered material into compact and comprehensive size. Otherwise, the Kalpana or the processing which give compactness to the scattered material is called Potali. I have made different types of Potali because my thesis drug was Tamragarbha Potali. So all the machines journey started with Potali. So Shringi Basma, Mukta Basma, Abraka Basma, vertical Loha Basma, anything you can make into Potali except Gandhaka. You cannot make Potali of Gandhaka. Okay? Because Gandhaka Dhruti, Potali made in Gandhaka Dhruti, and you cannot make a Potali of Gandhaka. So this is how you make Potali. This is a demonstration of Abragarbha Potali. Very easy to make. Potali is easiest to Rasuoushudhi that we can make. You just add 1 part of Kajali and 9 parts of Abraka Basma. Triturate with adding some Kumari Rasa to it. And this is a Taptakalva, whatever you see, that is made up of stainless steel again. So we have carved, taking a solid log of 316, and we have carved it like a kalvam. Just add some, and you can give, this is one bhavana, so just titrate till the total liquid is evaporated, and now you can make into a consistency. You can make into a shikarakara, pugakara, or a ball-like structure. Whatever structure you want, you can make. It is we can see. Now you make into that shape, and then you allow it to dry. Allow it to dry, not in direct sun, but in shade you can dry it properly. And after drying, then subject wrap into a silk cloth. Here I am not using 4-fold because I am controlling the heat properly, so that there is no necessity of 4 layers of silk cloth here. Initially, when I made my thesis, I lost many potalis due to high temperatures or high more heat. I lost many potalis. Then I have designed, first I kept a thermometer in the Gandhaka Dhruti Patra. Then I studied what is the heat pattern of potali. Then I have designed this yantra. Now this potali is ready for Paka. And all these videos you can also see in my Instagram profile, Rasedenra_Rasashala. You have all these videos. More than these videos, there are many other videos also. You can see them. And you add, this is the Gandhaka, liquefied Gandhaka chamber, where we allow that Gandhaka to melt. And this chamber is also have a sensor probe down in the bottom, which gives the exact temperature. Now, after properly the Gandhaka is totally liquefied, now you dip this potali into that. This you can also make without this yantra, only by putting a thermometer in the liquefied Gandhaka. And always remember, while you put the potali and we remove the potali, the Gandhaka should be in liquefied state only. And when you insert a thermometer also, it should be in liquefied state only. So after 12 hours, even after 8 hours, you can remove, but basically the more time, you can see whenever I remove the temperature of the bath is 222 degrees centigrade, and the thickness of sulfur bath, you see the thickness of sulfur and the color of the sulfur bath become black. Now allow it to cool for only 1 or 2 minutes and open it. If you let it cool more than room temperature, then there is a chance of tearing up the cloth and it sticks to the potali body. Now you remove this, allow it to cool for 5 to 10 minutes. Then you can, there is generally in my method, there is no excess scraping of sulfur. So just if you want, you can just scrape it, rub it with the silk cloth. Your potali is ready. And here the potali lakshanas are the what you call the metallic sound and metallic lustre, and the Vyoma Varna of the sulfur bath. These are the 3 lakshanas generally we see in potali kalpana. So this potali is ready for use. So when then the main time. So how to decide how much time to to dip the potali into the Gandhaka Dhruti. So we have done many experiments. We have put 8 potalis at a time in a sulfur bath, and we have started removing at an interval of each hour. First hour I have removed 1, second hour, third hour, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 hours. And we have cut the potali into transfer section. And you can see the penetration of potali, so Gandhaka. So in the first hour, the penetration of Gandhaka went here only. But after 8 hours, the potali, the total, it was in the transfer section. You can see the Gandhaka has traversed all the potali body. And this traversal, or when the sulfur saturates or the Gandhaka saturates the potali, then only it becomes stony hard and gives metallic sound, and also consider any pottery is very safe in usage because it is super saturated with sulfur. And any sulfide or any all metallic sulfides are safe for use. Or even Rasasindura also, they are all mercuric sulfides. So all sulfides are safe in usage. That is the reason our ancient people use Gandhaka more in medication. So because seeing this safety issue only. And any bhasma which is not varitara, for example, abraga bhasma, lowa bhasma, generally you will not get varitara bhasma. Very difficult to get. So if you make a bhasma pottery of this bhasma, and all this bhasma will be again varitara. So abraga bhasma, generally if you put it, it will go down. But if you make abraga pottery, it will become varitara. So if because varitara has this is a physical property, so it's a structural property that gives varitaratva, and all these any structure has a special role in pharmaceutics. You remember the structure of any molecule has a role in pharmaceutics. That is the reason all our structures generally are rasa kalpas are either in sulfides or in what you call kubipakwas or all have their own structure. So this is important in pharmaceutics also. And this is the time versus weight of abragarva pottery. We took all 10 grams of pottery in all in 7 this thing, and then we saw in first hour, second hour, third, fourth, 5, 6 hours. There is in the first 2 hours up to 3, 4, 5, 6 hours there was 12 grams, means 2 grams hike. Then in the 6th and 7th hour it went to 13 grams. And this is a very preliminary study, but if you go and if you repeat the experiments for many times, then we can get some more new ideas and new data also. So this is for information because all these things we are standardizing, so we need to standardize in every aspect. So after attainment of Paka tested by tapping hard with spoon, the pottery is taken out from sulfur bath when sulfur is in liquefied condition and allow it to Swangashita and after attaining room temperature. Remove the silk cloth carefully and scrape out the sulfur coating with the knife. As you scrape out the knife, you will find the metallic luster of the pottery. And when it hit against hard surface, it sounds like stone. So after attaining 220 degrees centigrade, the color of the Gandhaka sulfur bath becomes in black color. So that is the reason it gives stony hard sound also, and it also gives the texture. So there ends the pottery kalpana. Now coming Parpati kalpana. So as you know, it is 8th bandha among 25 Parada bandhas. It is a Pota bandha, and it is first conceived by Chakrapani Datta in Grahani Rogadikara. So now this is the special machine or a palika which is designed to control the heat. So this palika yantra contains a sensor here, where here the probe or the wire will be placed in that, and this is connected to the heat controller box. This controller box senses and adjusts or controls the current that is passing into the heater. And this is the structure or construction of the pan. This is the controller. This is the pan, which is constructed with 6 mm thick SS sheet. And there are some, these are specialized heaters, pencil heaters, which are placed under that so that it gives the heat. And for this, we have to make kajali first. So this is, we prepare kajali in our end runners only. So these are the videos of making, you can see. First, to make kajali, you have to finely powder the gandhaka. After gandhaka becomes very fine, once the gandhaka becomes very fine, then you add mercury to it. Once you add mercury and you see the trituration happens, and this trituration will take at least 10 hours. We'll just keep it for 10 hours, and after that you will get the kajali lakshanas. You can see here the kajali, it becomes very dark. And generally we make kajali at least for 10 to 12 hours. Our kajali will be made, and the batches will be around 10 to 12 kg or 15 kg, depending on the size of the entrepreneur. And the ingredients of parpati making are kajali, gogurta, palikendra, kadali patra, steel plates, spoons, etc. And there are 3 types of paka, and mrudu, madhyama, and karapaka. So the mrudu paka, mrudu paki na bhanga, 185 to 200 degrees centigrade, less lustrous, slightly foldable, or it is movable. And madhyama paka sarala bhanga, 135 to 150 degrees centigrade, more lustrous, shiny, black, and briskly breakable. Karapaka, kare, churnastalohitam, the temperature above 220 or 230 degrees centigrade, it becomes very darkish, reddish brown crystalline powder. It will not even become a parpati or a plate-like structure. So now this is the first Rasapati Madhyama Paka. So here we have set the temperature. This is the kajali. You can add some little amount of ghee, and we have set the temperature 175 degrees centigrade. And you can also we can also counter check with a thermometer on the surface of the plate. Now we transfer into the kadali patra. We did not use gomaya here, only we used kadali patra for pressing it. So if you wish, anybody can use gomaya also to press that. Press it with the plate with some, because it will be very hot. So don't press with some cloth over that, so that it will not burn your hand. Otherwise, generally, it will give a chatka. You can see this. Now the parpati is, this is called as a parpati of Madhyama Paka. You see, it is very brisk, and it will break also easily, okay, just like a papad. And coming to Murdu Paka, so the set temperature is 225 degrees centigrade. And the moment you put the kajali at this temperature, it becomes very, very thick, like chavanprash or avaleha, or very thick consistency. And you can see that consistency also very thick. You just put it, and you now press it with banana or plantain leaf, and you see how the texture will be of that. Because if you press it more, the total material will be sliding up, and it will be very difficult to get the parpati. It will be very soft in nature. And all these characteristics are only due to the gandhaka, the double quantity of gandhaka in potali. You see how it is removing. It is very, very soft. When you touch it, it will be very soft. And even it will not come out so easily. It will be sticking here and there. And you break, it will be not breakable. It is very soft in nature. And this is a mrudu paka. So what are the advantages over conventional methods? While making parpati, one can control heat and potential danger of sulfur catching fire. Its fumes and subsequent loss of product can be avoided. Quality of paka preparation can be ensured and hence 100% productivity. Safe and easy to operate. Any unskilled person can operate it. Low power consumption and space occupation. Very handy, small tool. And dose is 2 to 250, 2 rati, that is 10 rati, maximum 2.5 grams in divide doses. Anupana, jeera, hing, whatever. So this is all about parpati. Next is Kupi Pakva Yantra, a compact programmable self-driven heating module. This is developed by us only to ensure here we don't, our pharmacy have only 3 to 4 labors, and we do all type of Kupi Pakva Rasayanas, and we have done almost all Kupi Paka Rasayanas in our pharmacy, including Rasakarpura, Vyadhiharana Rasayana of Basavarajiam, Vyadhiharana Rasa of Rasedenra, all rasayanas we have prepared in this Kupipaka Yantra. So for this, you should know what is the difficulty in Kupipaka Vidhi. There are many variables in Kupipaka Vidhi. So the volume of the furnace, the amount of sand in it, wall thickness of glass bottle, application of heat and time duration, and the formulation itself is a variable. So when we fix the variables, we can fix the output. This is what we have experienced. From 2020, at least I would have made 250 to 300 times Kupipaka Rasayana of different products. So 1 minute. So we have developed Kupi yantras depending on the availability of the bottle. So we started with beer bottle only, but after seeing many other things in 1 minute. So the once you fix the variable, then your experiment is fixed. So there is no issue. Okay, yeah. Now these are the kacha kupis what we use in manufacturing of Kupipaka Rasayanas. One is 350 ml, second one is 750 ml, third one is 1 liter, fourth is 2.5, and last one is 4.5 liter bottles. They are cleaned and wrapped with 7 to 10 layers of mud smeared with, depending on the bottle size, we increase even layers of cloth also. And this is the heating pattern. It is not expanding. So hope you can see the screen.
We are able to see Kupi picture.
Yeah, right, yeah, because it is not moving. Yeah. So the heating pattern in Kupi Pakwa. So heating pattern and the duration of paka differs with each formulation and type of paka. So after reading many theses from Jamnagar, Jaipur, and many other colleges, and even from BHU, I have studied many theses pertaining to different Kupipaka Rasayana, Samir Pannaga, Rasasindura, Tamra Sindura, Naga Sindura, Vanga Sindura, whatever. So we have developed this program or a temperature module. So with many permutations and combinations and many trial and errors. During COVID period, at least I would have broken 100 to 200, at least 100 bottles every day, so that to ensure the program, so that एक क्रमाग्नि का कैसे डिजाइन करे, इसके लिए बहुत सारा मेहनत करना पड़ा. और finally I have arrived with this machine. These parameters or this temperature range is working out. So for Murdu Agni it is 150 to 300, Madhyam Agni 350 to 500, and Tikshna Agni 550 to 700 degrees centigrade. So this is the general pattern. And if coming to Rasasindura program, it is a Galasta Saganda Motshana done in Kachaka with a vertical muffle furnace. Using this programmable heat controller, which gradually increases the heat as per the plan of heating, and it automatically shuts off after the program is completed. There is no man required to do this heating, because it automatically steps goes to the second level, and the temperature will be slowly gradually heated without any man standing there or monitoring there. Only during the closure of the mouth, if the formulation need closure of mouth, then you put it. If it is a Antardhuma Vidhi, then there is no need to stand over there, because after the program it automatically shuts it by its own only. So this is the Valuka Yantra which we have had, and this is a 750 ml Valuka Yantra, and this is the schematic diagram of this. So this is the removable vertical crown, this one, and this is the furnace body, and the furnace body is made up of stainless steel, because I lost many furnaces during my experimentation, because whenever there is some choking of mouth of a bottle, then they used to blast and Generally, these are made up of refractory material like some sort of mud or a cement. And when something happens, first they'll break, and our total furnace is lost. So then I made with a stainless steel 3 mm, 5 mm thick sheet. So even bomb blasting will also happen. Nothing will happen to our chamber. So nothing will happen. Only we lose the material which we are using in the experiment or the medicine. So for that reason, we have made, and the insulating material also very, very highly insulating material, not silicon wool. It is some different sort of wool, called zirconium, all those things. And they are very thin in layer, but the internal temperature is 700 and the outer temperature will be only 80 degrees or 100 degrees centigrade max. Because it will not hurt or it will not burn anything outside which environment, and the most of the heat will retain into the chamber only, and it generally heats the bottle only. It will not heat the environment. Generally, what happens in our traditional method, we first increase the environment temperature also. Most of the heat will be transmitted to sand, the bucket, the environment, everything will be heated up, so that you will take much time to heat the bottle. Wherever you need the heat, it will not go there and rest, and it will be uniformly heating the total structure. But here we have concealed the structure and we have concentrated the heat also at one point. So that is the reason why even the time duration and the amount of heat transfer is also very precise. So now you can see the construction of a Kopi is made with a special quality inconel steel seamless pipe wound with plaster heater coil from the bottom to 3/4 of the bottle height. The jacketed crown will be removed after the Jarana of Gandhaka and before filling the Kopi mold. You just see the video. So this is the chamber what we have made. You place the bottle like this and place the crown over that, and you now fill it with sand, because Valuka is very important. It has role in transmitting and and it holds the heat also. It is very important to even hold the heat for a longer time, because the temperature, the latent heat of sodium chloride, Lavana and Valuka are the same. So that is the reason why they have high temperature holding power. So that is the reason why we are using Lavana or Valuka in preparation of these Kopi Pakwa Rasayana. After Gandhaka Jarana is done, you just remove the sand around the neck of the bottle and you seal it. Or if you don't seal it also, no issue. If some done, no need to seal also. And these are the, see, whenever the sulfur flame is diminishing, just about to go, then you have to remove the chamber around the neck, and just even after cooling, just raise the bottle so that you can see how Paka has happened, okay, of the Kopi Pakwa. And this is Kopi Pakwa in bigger bottles where we use in commercial production. At a time, we are giving 3 kg of Kajali, we will be loading into the bottle. 3 kg of Kajali at a time, we'll load it and we'll subject it to Kopi Pakwa. And this will yield 1.7 kilo of Rasasindura every time whenever we make it. So generally it will be 53 to 55% of the material what we do. And the bigger the batches, the yield also we have seen, it will be more rather than in small bottles. And this is a different furnace we are using for bulk manufacturing of Rasasindura. So our maximum capacity of Rasasindura making is 4 kg in 4.5 liter acid flask. We can we are now manufacturing 4 kg the maximum batch size. And these sulfur fumes are very dangerous. So we have arranged a scrubber so that all the fumes which go out, generally they will be captured over that, and these will be a rain shower or water shower will be there in the scrubber. This will dissolve all the poisonous gases into the water maximum, and they will be retained into the water. And this water will be circulated to plants, or we dilute it and we'll make and we'll just irrigate some plants, because we cannot, because our factory is in biotech area, and we are not subjected, or we are not allowed to release all these gases out. And now you have removed the bottle out, and you can see by seeing the color of the bottle and the color of this thing only, we can tell whether the proper paka is happened or not. So now we are breaking the bottle. After now sprinkle some water. Now your Rasasindra is in the top. So this is the Rasasindra. And these are the in-process control, where in our technique, we generally, you can also do copper coin test, but by flashing torch into that, you can see the sprinkling, glittering of mercury particles. At this stage, will seal the bottle next, and will give Tikshnagni. Then you will get the Rasindra on the top. So after ensuring the Gandhaka is evaporated, the neck should be sealed and Tikshnagni given. Generally, this happens in our machine at 600 to 650 degrees centigrade. Then we'll increase this Agni to 700, 650 to 700 should be given, and we'll last it for 6 to 8 hours, depending on the size of the kajali or depending on the size of the bottle. So to avoid blasting of the bottle due to excessive pressure, ensure that total Gandhaka is evaporated. After the bluish flame subsides, check for the red hot bottom of the bottle or shiny particles of the boiling paras for the bottle and seal it. Remove the sand from the neck to the shoulder part of the bottle, so that sindura gets accumulated at the shoulder of the bottle. So these things we should be very careful. These are the only things we should learn when we prepare this Rasindura. And this is how a coop is broken. So you can see the total Rasindra is accumulated in the top. Bottom there is nothing. Now you tie a thread dipped in gasoline or a spirit and just lit it. Once that is totally burnt, you put some cold water on that, so that there will be, due to temperature difference in the top and bottom layer, the bottle will break. And you can see the Rasindura accumulated in this. And similarly, this also happens with the bigger bottles also. And this is the bigger, where we use a 3-liter acid flask. And this is the Rasasindura on the top, accumulated. While taking out the bottle itself, the total top has been broken. So now we are just breaking the side of the bottle. And you can see, by just tapping it, if the paka is proper, just tap it, that's all. You will, there is nothing, it will not stick to your bottle also. It will just come out like that only. You can see this. This is the Rasasindura. And see the color and the pattern of formation also. Once you pound it, grind it in a Kerala, you can see that color of the Sindura also. It is red in color, like a Sindura only. and these are the endpoints of Kobi Pakwa. Once you remove the bottle from the furnace, this should be like this. And once you remove, dip in the water this bottle when it is in room temperature, then the total wrapping of the cloth and mud will be removed automatically. Then you can see bottom is there is nothing, and in the top you can see Rasasindura accumulated. And when you break the bottle, it will be like this, and you will remove the glass vessels, it will be something like this. So if this is like this, then consider your Paka is correct. So we made almost all Sindhura Kalpas. Swarna, Rajita, Tamra, Vanga, Naga, Abraka, Talaka, Chila, Malla, all Sindhuras, Vyadiharana, Rasakarpura, Samir Pannagrasa, Divya Sindhura, using these equipments and repeated many times. It is also observed that it was very cost effective with consistency and compact in size and non-polluting by collecting the fumes in a scrubber assembly. So if you can have a scrubber assembly and it is not even polluting to the environment. It is very compact. Even any doctor can place this machine in his balcony. So compact. And we are also done XRD studies. So XRD studies done at our Hyderabad lab, NCCM. It is a National Center for Compositional Characterization of Materials. So we have done initially some, and later we have done in some other labs also. Surprisingly, all Sindhuras have the same pattern, and to differentiate, we have to explore them further. So on and whole, with a layman's eye, if you see all the patterns of the Sindhura Kalpas are the same. So if you see, this is the Sindhura Kalpa. Comparison of Swarna Rajata Tamra Sindhura. See, first is Tamra Sindhura, this is Rajata Sindhura, Swarna Sindhura and Rajata Sindhura. You see almost the first 1, 2, 3, all the peaks are the same. Here also the peaks are almost same. There are some more peaks here. And only these peaks have some differentiation. So this tells that almost all the material, maximum they are Rasindhuras only. Only these things, when we explore more with more studies, we can differentiate. Or only when a Vaidya does in his practice, he can differentiate between the Sindhuras, difference in clinically, whether how they are relevant, whether they are getting the properties of Swarna, Rajata and Tamra in it or not. And these are the comparison of Tala, Malla, Chila and Divya Sindhura. Almost if you leave this Divya Sindhura, Tala, Malla and Shila, you see all the pattern are the same pattern. Most of the structures are same. And this we have repeated for many times, and we have now given a comparative statement. So, and when we do it consistently and we test it, we get the same peak. So then we can think maximum, because generally these peaks are compared with in modern science, they compare with only cinnabar. And they are almost matching with the cinnabar only. So cinnabar is nothing but HGS. So all these things are only HGS only generally. So this is also only some part of arsenic, because in Tala, Sila and Malla Sindhura, when you make Sindhuras, nothing will be in the bottom, everything will be on the top. But when we make a combination of these things, you will get Salasta Samir Pannagrasa, and in Galasta you will get Tala Sindhura. So when we mix all the three things, and even in Vyadiharana also we have seen nothing will be accumulated in the top, everything will be found in the bottom only. Vyadiharana is a formulation with Samir Pannaga and Rasakarpura. And this is the exact comparison of Talasta, Dalasta and Samir Pannagrasa. So the Talasta and this we have to study more, but generally we compared with Talasta and Galasta and Samir Pannagrasa. So these are the in-process controls. You can see bottle in transfer section, longitudinal section, how the formation of Rasindhura is happening. And these are the bigger bottles, Rasasindhura made in bigger bottles, means 2.5 liter acid flash, all these things. And this is again Swarna Sindhura and other Shila Sindhuras accumulation in the top. And this is Samir Pannagarasa, Kalasa and Galasa of Samir Pannaga by Kupi method. So this is the bottom this thing the available thing, and this is the on the top Galasa or in the neck part. And we can also make Rasamanikya with Kupi Paka. Set the temperature to 350 degrees centigrade, and we have to increase up to only 50 degrees centigrade or maximum up to 400. Just allow it to, and there is a technique. You have to remove the bottle instantly and let it cool. Otherwise, it will become some other compound. Then you will get a Rasamanikya like this. And if you triturate it, you will get the color of the Rasamanikya. And even you can, when you put a probe and take out cold probe, then you can see this structure. This, when you break it, it will be just like a manikya or a vertical ruby. What if manikya is ruby, I think. So this is Rasakarpura. You can see the structure, crystalline structure of just like Karpur. You can see the structure. We have made as per Rastantra Sarasiddha Prayogasandra. We have repeated the process for 2 times and we got this Rasakarpura. So to dissipate this knowledge, I also conduct a 3-day in-house hands-on training workshop for Ayurveda Vaidyas in preparing only especially in Rasuoushudhi. So till today, I have conducted 9 workshops. And anybody who is interested in preparation of Rasakalpas, they can join us. And thank you for listening me. And these are my details, and this is the Instagram profile. Whoever want to follow, you can follow this, because everything, whatever my knowledge, we have shared in this. And anything now you can ask questions. Thank you very much for giving me opportunity.
Thank you, sir.
Well,
Now the
thank you,
session is.
everybody.
Hello.
So one question will be there.
Yeah.
So my name is Dr. Srinivasachari, retired professor, Hyderabad.
Yes, sir.
Department of Shastra. While preparing kajali, by mixing parada and gandaka, which type of parada is used?
Shuddha parada.
Ingulota,
Not Ingulota.
Ashtasamskrita.
No, sir.
Or
Ingulota.
Bubukshita.
No, we are using only Samanya Sodhita Parada for preparation. If somebody asks Ashtasamskara Parada prepare meditation, we also make Ashtasamskara Parada. And Hingulota Parada, generally, till today, I don't make it. Because
no, we are not using Ingulota Parada, that is correct. Only Samanya Sodhita Parada is used for kajali preparation?
Yeah, Samanya Sodhita Parada, we using, first we subject it to direct patana, the whatever market parada which is available, will first subject it to direct patana. After that, we subject it to Lashana, Kalka, Bhavana. Then we will use in our Kajali preparation.
Before going to the kajali, we have to, some process will be there, Shodhana and
So we are making
common purifications.
Common purification, only Lashana, Kalka, Bhavana, we are using that.
Yeah. Okay. Is there any specific parameters to establish for safety of the Rasuoushudhis?
Which Rasuoushudhi? Because in the you have heard, there are no specific parameters given in formularies or even textbooks. So we have to develop all these things with all the knowledge of old Vaidyas and new technologies. And that is the reason I have proposed a project with CCIM recently to make standards of Rasuoushudhis first. First, we need to make.
Okay, sir. Anyhow, you are doing the classical preparations in these days means very, very grateful to you. Specifically, we have to appreciate you, because nowadays so many practitioners, they are not using the Rasuoushudhis, their clinical practice. That is also bad thing. But in your side, very, very appreciate you, Dr. Saab. The Rasuoushudhi preparation is not so easy.
Yes, sir.
This is the challenging. Anyhow, congrats to you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Yes, sir. Any other questions?
Hello, sir.
Yeah.
Mr. Dr. Adit Sandan. Sir, I just wanted to ask if we want to procure the instruments, then how is the process? So we have to come down there and see the demo, or somebody will.
Sir, if you come for a workshop and have an exposure of handling the equipment, that will be great.
Yes.
Otherwise, if you are enough to, if I tell over phone, and if you are enough to good enough to operate, then you can go with that also. But we can supply you materials. We have already supplied to many Vaidyas who are who are interested in manufacturing their own medicines also.
Okay. That will be nice. Thank you.
Sir?
Dr. Bhavin and Dr. Jay.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Any questions?
आपका आवाज सुनाई नहीं दे रहा सर.
Bhavin?
Yes, sir.
Any questions answered?
No, sir.
Okay. Carry on.
सर दिव्य सिंदूर का इंग्रेडिएंट्स क्या क्या है सर?
Which one, sir?
दिव्य सिंदूर.
Divya Sindhura is a classical preparation from South India. That is a different book, which is a local book of Andhra, especially. And the Divya Sindhura is generally indicated in Kusta, skin and other. There are many diseases. And this is not a formulary drug.
सर इंग्रेडिएंट्स क्या क्या होता है सर इसमें?
इंग्रेडिएंट्स जैसे उसमें हरताल है, पारद, गंधक, तुत्त एंड बस थोड़ा नवसादर वगैरह है बस. We also make that in capsule form, but it is a South Indian preparation. That's the reason many people don't.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Yeah.
Hello.
Thank you.
For Kopi Pakwa Rasayana, stainless steel container will not serve the purpose.
Sir, we have made all experiments, and I did not show you this feature because if you want to make a stainless steel, we have made, but only Rasindura we can manufacture because we have made only Rasindura in it. But when it comes to Rasakarpura, Samir Pannaga, even the steel SS316 with very good quality also eat the steel. So that's the reason if it is only for Rasindura, we can use SS Kupi. And I have done many experiments in that also.
Almost all Kopi Pakwa Rasayana is prepared only Kopis.
Yes, sir, correct.
Okay, very nice.
Hello, Dr. Ramakrishna.
Yes, sir.
What is the need of subject and copper for Tirakpatan?
Tirakpatan?
What is the need to subject this copper and Rasapishti?
Sir, that is a process in Asa Sanskara, Tirakpatana. If you see the method.
Can you give me the reference?
Reference? Ayurvedic Formula of India. Or even Rasarangani also.
Okay, what is the intention of doing Patana Samskara?
Sir, Patana Samskara, one is to, but when coming to Tamra Pishpi, because in Asta Samskara, I don't know why they have done it, because I don't practice these medicines because I am purely a pharmaceutical guy and I only manufacture my total emphasis is only to how to make the drug as per the book.
No, without knowing the concept, how can you prepare Rasuoushudhi?
Sir, concept is clear. If it is given in Asa Samskara paragraph, So whatever the outcome of Rasa Paraga, all the properties will be attributed in that. We have done that. And even if I am correct, even Balenduji also prepares Parada Shodhana.
Many people prepare in the same way, but we need to follow the rules and regulations of Shastra.
Shastra,
right.
sir.
It is as per Shastra only, sir.
Sir, we are making as per
Atana
Shastra
samskara,
only.
removal of Nagavanga doshas, etc.
And we are making as per Shastra only. Whatever output the Vaidya wants, that will come in that. So I am this thing is just to show you how easily we can make pishti, any dhatu gata pishti. For example, if I want to make tamra bhasma or tamra sindura, first I'll make it an amalgam with parada and tamra. Then I submit into gandhaka, make it into kajali, and make it into tamra sindura. That is
What is the parameters to stop the patient?
What is the parameter of patient?
Can you explain?
Which one?
How you prepare dhatu pishti?
Dhatu pishti, first you add Shodhita dhatu and you are equal amount or double the quantity of parada and make it into, you triturate with pressure.
Yes, when you are going to stop the deterioration.
Once it becomes like a vertical pistil-like structure or just like butter, and there will be no differences between dhatu and mercury. It becomes one vertical, one mass, and it will be very smooth. And if you put your vertical finger print also, it will be visible on that. This is the final thing.
Okay, but I am little bit confusing with your presentation.
Okay.
Right. I think you need to think for all the concepts.
Sir,
and
I tell you, I am interested in pharmaceutics of Rasuoushudhi. You and whoever wants to practice it, they will take it further. And if you give any suggestions to me, this is the reference, this is how I want, I can even prepare that for you. Because whatever knowledge I have gained through books, I have vertical turned into all this my experience. So these are my experiences I am sharing with you. That may be 100% correct with your textbook or may not, because we don't know how Acharya Nagarjuna has prepared or Acharya Dunduknath prepared first Rasa Sindura. Nobody have a sample of it to compare. So we are just reading the book, getting the experiences from different sources, and if I get a new input, I'll start working on that also. We are open for it.
Maybe almost all Ramakrishna sir followed all classical books, I think.
Yes, sir.
Classical represents the must and should.
सर आचार्य जैसे बताया वैसे किए तो no side effects, no kidney damage, no liver damage.
Yeah. Nowadays that is also propaganda issue.
So that is the reason we have to standardize our drugs. We have to scrupulously follow our tradition and our vertical methods. We are using modern equipment. We are using only modern equipment, but the total the properties or whatever principles we are following the same.
Sir, already he told, sir, he is preparing pharmaceutical lines according to the classical references. Otherwise, some likewise, like you have to some advantages also. There is no.
Hello, Ramakrishna sir.
Yes, sir.
Hello, I am audible?
Yes, sir, tell me.
Sir, what is the classical parameters we have to observe? Finish the Kotli Kalpana. Nearby the finish Kotli Kalpana, what are the characteristics we have to observe?
Please unmute others. Please unmute other candidates.
So, as I shown in my presentation, there are three things we should observe in pottery. One is metallic sound when you hit it in tap surface. Second one is the metallic luster of the potali. Third one is
during heating, sir. This one things are doing during heating.
Not during heating, sir, because
yes,
when you during heating also, if you heat after 8 to 10 hours, you will get a strong. जैसे पत्थर को मारे तो वैसा थोड़ा लगेगा. But when it becomes totally cool after 8 to 10 hours, it will become metallic hard, and it sounds like a metal only.
Yes, sir. But when we understand that this potli is completed, like Sne Siddhi Lakshan, Avle Siddhi Lakshan, that way, what is a potli Siddhi Lakshan?
Sir, because that is the reason why I have conducted the experiment after 15 years of my passing the PG. I have started this experiment by subjecting the potali to first hour, second hour, third, 4, 5, 6, 7. After 7 hours, I started removing each and every. The first layer of potali will become hard, but the layers which are in the center, like cortex of the potali, it will be only very smooth. You can even nail with your nail also, you can remove the particles. But once it becomes hard after 8 hours, if you keep your nail, or it will not even I have tried with cutting with our angle grinders. Some potalis, they are very strong like stones. So that is the reason why you subject it to at least to 8 hours, then it will become uniform, stony hard you will get. Only the time duration you can give, because we have done all the experiments in the first, second, third, fourth hour. After 3 to 4 hours, it is becoming hard. So if you want to still make it hard, I just followed Shastra Vachana, just follow for the 3 yam, 4 yam, जो भी है वो follow कर दीजिए, वो अपने आप आ जाएगा.
Sir, yes, but during a heating process, and that is some problem.
Heating process, I'll tell you, you have to start with 140 degrees centigrade, keeping a thermometer, and only raise the sulfur bath temperature up to 230, 225. Don't go beyond that. And the time duration between these temperatures should be minimum 8 to 10 hours max. That's all.
140 to 250.
140 to 220.
220 maximum in all potli kalpana.
Yeah, any potli kalpana which are told under Gandhaka Dhruti Vidhi. There are many potli kalpanas. They are misnomered as a potali kalpana. Potali, the concept is different, but here we are we are dealing with Gandhaka Dhruti potali.
Yes, sir. Sir, so in classic days, look like bluish color of the sulfur.
Yeah, you can, sir. When the sulfur becomes, sulfur bath becomes at 220, 230 degrees centigrade, it will attain Vyoma Varna, or that will become very black in color. So
Black
this
color,
itself
yes,
is
sir.
Black color. This is Vyoma Varna, and at this point you have to remove the potali carefully, and don't allow it to get more than that. Otherwise, sulfur catches fire, and it will not put off.
I think Dr. Surya Narayana Patnaik, he raised his hand. I want to speak something. Please speak, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Dr. Surya Narayana Patnaik.
Okay. Sir, thank you. Thank you, sir. A small question to Ramakrishna, sir.
Yes, sir.
I am asking a typical one. Why southern people, southern Vaidyas ignoring the Rasa Vaidya, and northern people are doing very much favorable to Rasa Vaidya? It is with your open heart. Because you told in your version, book knowledge and your personal knowledge. According to Vedas, personal knowledge is most important, adding with the book knowledge. So why this variation between south and north? Sir, please.
Sir, as per my knowledge, even North Indians do very good Rasa practice. Even South, especially in Andhra, Telangana. Telangana, you know, it is known for, they use Vyadhiharana Ras just like in Telangana for any other disease, because this is Sarvaroga Nivarani. and this was a tradition in making Kupi Pakwas here. But I don't find, see, people, South means don't consider Kerala. Kerala is not at all South. Even
Yes,
Tamil
yes,
Nadu
okay.
also, and in Telangana, Andhra also, there are stalwarts in making Rasuoushudhi, especially in Vijayawada, Andhra side. Even in Telangana and some parts, we lost the tradition, we lost the knowledge only because they were kept secret and they are not dissipating. And there are many conditions and situations in India. वो क्या बोलते हैं, एक कहावत है तेलुगु में, करण की मौत के लिए एक कारण नहीं है जिम्मेदार, बहुत सारे कारण है, इसलिए we don't go into all those things. But now my aim is only to propagate Rasa, vertical Aushadhi, and the knowledge should be first, they should penetrate into all the coming batches or coming people, so that they should first have, they should don't have fear of using Rasuoushudhi. Once this is getting into new blood, new generation, then this definitely this traditions will come up back. So this is what I feel, and I generally, that is the reason all my efforts towards making Rasa Aushadhi as a fearless medicine, not fearful medicine. These things only happen when you make it scrupulously as per the textbook. Sir, I tell you, I have not prepared a single Kupi Pakwarasana since 2020 after my passing, and I was not taught in my colleges, even not in my PG college. These things I have learned by only reading thesis books of different scholars, and even some books, old books, traditional books, which were available nowadays, and I have prepared this, that's all. And with all permutation and combination and repeated failures, we have made or standardized these methods using this equipment. Because always I feel that because of lack of equipment and lack of these arrangements, Ayurvedic doctors, though they want to prepare their own medicine, they are not able to prepare that. So I want to fill this gap with all these.
Dr. Ramakrishna, you are muted. Please unmute.
Okay, thank you very much, sir. Thank you. Thank you for your very clear clarification. Thank you, sir. And your efforts are very good. After passing your PG also, you tried on your own foot. You tried about Rasa Vibhag, and with your strenuous efforts, you made your own dareful thoughts kept outside and presented here. And it is a fearless medicine. It is a fearless practice. Rasa, many of people of us will fear of the toxicity of Rasa. And here you cleared that I may left my fearful attitude from this today. Thank you, sir.
Dr. Jay, please proceed.
I think Dr. Ramakrishna good.
Is there any question?
Sir, please unmute
Hello.
yourself.
Yeah, please.
So thank you all of you. I request Professor Akhilesh Srivastav sir for vote of thanks. Professor Akhilesh Srivastav sir.
I think it's my turn to give vote of thanks. Dr. Ramakrishna Viswanadha is a very good friend of mine, and I know him since my BMS days. He's a highly dedicated and hard-working person towards Ayurveda. I thank from my bottom of heart for his presentation is really thoughtful, practical, explored all areas of pharmaceutics of Rasashastra. I thank you a lot, Dr. Ramakrishna. Next, I thank Viswanadha Parishad, National Executive Committee, President Professor Govind Sahai Sukla sir, General Secretary Professor Mahesh Vyas sir, Organizing Secretary Yogesh Chandra Mishra sir, Rashtriya Pramukh Shikshak Prakosh Anil Shukla sir. At the same time, I also thank Viswanadha Parishad Vachaspathi convener Professor Namrata Joshi ma'am, co-convener Sanjay Agarwal sir, coordinators Ramesh Gupta sir and Aditi Kulkarni madam. I also thank regional coordinators of Rasashala Baishajya Karpula, Shikshaka Prakosh, Upendra Jala sir, Akhilesh Srivastava sir, P. Chaudhary sir and Suchi Mitra madam. So I thank each and everyone who actively participated in this webinar. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. I request Professor Sanjay Agarwal, sir, for Shanti part.
Thank you all, and thanks to Dr. Birpad ji. Really, it's a very nice presentation delivered by Dr. Ramakrishna sir. I know him. He always organized such type of workshop dealing with the preparation of Rasuoushudhi. So now I would like to read the Shanti Mantra part. Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhina Sarve Santu Niramaya Sarve Bhadrani Pasyantu Ma Kasichid Dukhe Bhave Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Thank you all.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Here we conclude this session. Thank you, all of you.
Thank you, Ramakrishna sir.
I think
Dr. Birpad ji, he has left.
Namaste sir. Namaste sir.
Namaste.
Namaste sir. I think meeting close कर सकते हैं sir.
Yes.
रामकृष्ण जी निकल चुके हैं. I think he exited from the group.
डॉक्टर श्रीवास्तव जी आ चुके हैं अभी.
अभी लेट हो से.
डॉक्टर अखिलेश श्रीवास्तव जी नमस्कार.
नमस्कार सर. श्रीवास्तव जी आपका मैं वोट ऑफ थैंक्स में बोल दिया.
Thanks to Dr. Birpad ji.
Before पहले we will explain as a player. Still further notification.
Really, it's a very nice presentations.
सर बहुत अच्छा रहा प्रोग्राम.
बिल्कुल.
बहुत अच्छा सर.
Actually, this is a need of present era है ना.
हाँ सर.
कि जब आप चीज को डेमोन्स्ट्रेट करते हैं विद द लाइव डेमोन्स्ट्रेशन.
चल रहा ना. फिर फर्दर ठीक है मुझे लगता है. फिर फर्दर नोटिफिकेशन कर देना.
ओके सर, नमस्कार. थैंक्स.
नोटिफिकेशन कर देना.
ओके थैंक यू ऑल.
ठीक है सर, हम एग्जिट कर सकते हैं ना सर.
ओके सर. थैंक यू. नमस्कार.
सभी को धन्यवाद.